Are you well? What's your name?
Terry Warner.
And which champion hurdle winner did he own? Who said Rooster? I'll give a bottle of champagne. Everybody said Rooster Boost. Who put the...
In the Ryanair, Philip Hobbs' horses are just coming into form now. And he's got a horse in the Ryanair, Planet of Sound, which will probably bolt up. Yes. And then the panel don't even give it a mention.
Did they not give it a mention? No, they did, and you were asleep during that time. Guys, now come on. Why did you not give it a mention? He says it's going to win. Tom Scudamore, you should have mentioned it.
Yeah, I thought he was very impressive when he won the Holden Gold Cup, which is always a very, very good race at the beginning of the season. I would just be a little bit concerned. You know, he departed in spectacular fashion around Ascot last time, and you know, just see whether he comes back from that. But he did take a horrible fall last time.
He says, if you could have a ride this week, who would it be on? He asked the question. I didn't. If you were 10 years younger, who would you like to ride?
I would probably Masterminded, I should think. He's a brilliant jumper. Mastermind or Kato Star, nothing between the two, but having thought about it a bit longer, there's more money for Kato Star, so bigger percentage.
Paul Nicholls thinks Twist Magic's a reformed horse this year, but will the occasion get to him again this year?
Well, we've got to ask that to one person. There's your £50 free bet with sportingbet.com. Well done.
I think the honest answer is we just don't know. I think not having Ruby Walsh is a major concern. It was described by one of his joint owners as a kick in the nuts, which is, I think, a fair reflection. Not because Chuck Thornton isn't a very able deputy, but Ruby does seem to have forged a very effective link with Twist Magic this season. In the race last season Champion Chase, he had a complete strop with Sam Thomas even before they left the paddock. Just seemed to take a total dislike to Cheltenham. You go back to his Arkle run, we might well have won for coming down 2 out, and that suggests he can handle the track. But those last 2 runs in the Champion Chase was so abysmal that you can't back him with confidence. And even if the very best Twist Magic turns up, that very best Twist Magic can't beat the very best Masterminded, or possibly Kalahari King.
I've got a question for Carl. What's your best chance of your stable having a winner this week?
Good question.
I'd actually go for Khyber Kim. Very competitive race, but although I fancy Imperial Commander strongly, I can't see him beating Kato. I think he'd give him a race, but Kato will win. But Khyber Kim, I can see quite a few weaknesses in the opposition, and he's in fantastic form and things will suit him, so I'd go for him.
Alan Lee, your best bet of the meeting. Come on, for charity.
Nap of the meeting for me, Summersby in the Arkle Trophy. Loved the horse from day one.
Summersby in the Arkle. Tom?
I would be going for Get Me Out of Here in the Supreme.
Really? Interesting. Mickey?
Nicky Henderson to train the winner of the RSA with our sponsors 5 to 6.
Do you get the impression he's the racing ambassador for sporting? But what a good ambassador you are. Lee?
I don't wish Tom any ill, but I'm banking on Notice de la Tour in the Fred Winter. Spoken to one of his owners, Wilf Walsh, the former boss of Coral, last week, and he was very sweet on it. Notice de la Tour.
He's just worried about the ground drying out a wee bit, wasn't he? Come on, big fella, Paul. It's got to be, I suppose, an Irish horse. What do you fancy?
No, I'm going to go long run in the RSA Chase.
You think he's that good?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And Carl?
The certainty of the week, Ash Gazar, the Mountain Pipe Conditional Jockey's Hurdle. He hasn't been running nowhere near his best all season. And
really? Why not? Why not?
Well, I think he's probably had a headache or something, but he's been running desperate. He's down a stone. I'm sure, as you know, he's got some fantastic form, and for some reason he's been out of form, but I think he just might come back to form for Cheltenham.